5 best score for movies. Okay.
Movie scores.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear your 5 first. I want to hear the first.
All 5.
Not all 5. I want to hear your 5th one right now.
Just my number 5.
Yes, I want to hear the.
Okay, my
one.
number 5 is Gladiator.
Okay.
I love Gladiator. It's my first of many Hans Zimmer on my list. Gladiator is emotional, epic. Every single piece of music in that is just awesome. I can listen to that all the time.
It's so good.
That was a big part of my list that I came up with, was that I can, like, that stuff I would listen to just casually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was probably one of the hardest lists I've ever had to come up with.
Yeah. It took me about like a minute or two, but...
it took me a long time to figure, because I was just like, there's so many good ones.
Yeah.
What about your number 5?
But, yeah, my number 5, I'm actually gonna go with Avatar by James Horner. 2009.
Okay.
The Blue Naked Monkeys.
And Blue Naked Monkeys.
That's what we used to call it as kids. But
see, that surprised me. I didn't think that would be on your list.
It's so. I mean, to me, it's just so like calming and like it's just like
okay.
Like reading, like looking at those like beautiful scenes, like because like the CGI back then, like that era.
It's still really good today.
Well, no, I'm saying like with Avatar, like in 2009. It was 2009 when that movie came out, and the CGI was just like starting to.
The second one doesn't come out until this year.
I know it's coming over. It's just crazy. That's why
over a decade.
Yeah. That's why I kind of like put this on my list, just because like I did like this movie and I really like the score, and also the new one's coming out. And after watching that trailer, the score is still good.
See, I've never like really paid attention to the score of that movie, so I might have to just. I might have to go back and pay attention.
Like when they walk through like the trees and stuff, like when they're just like, flying on those little creatures and stuff. It's just it's so nice. It's like it's just so beautiful, that movie is. That's why I like it.
Well, my number 4 is my biggest surprise. I think it's going to really surprise you too, because I didn't even think about this until I like was going through like different movie scores and seeing. But my number 4 is another Hans Zimmer, The Lion King.
Oh my god!
Bro, I did not think about this when I first started thinking about this list. This was not even in the consideration, and I was kind of like watching videos, and a random video of Lion King came up. The scene where at the very end of the movie where Simba's going up the Pride Rock, the music in that. Holy crap! And that shit is amazing.
And I'm assuming you're talking about the animated one.
Oh yeah, the animated one for sure.
The other one's really good too.
Oh, that's good too, but it's not
animated childhood right there.
You put like the beginning with the circle of life.
No,
the ending. Every piece of music in that is just amazing.
I should have had that one in my list.
No, like I'm telling you, like I didn't even think about it, and when I thought about it, I'm like, okay, this has to be on my list. It is so good.
Dang, I'm gonna be mad because I feel like I want to change mine now and put some of these animated movies on here now.
I feel like tomorrow my list is gonna be completely different.
Mine's already changing.
Because, like, I mean, we can talk about this towards the end, but like, I don't have that many John Williams scores on my list.
Me neither.
Like, John Williams, I 100% agree is the greatest composer of all time. Yes. But like, for my personal list, when I first made this, I was like, okay, it's all gonna be John Williams.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, which really surprised me.
John Williams and Hans Zimmer. That's the only two I thought of.
I mean, as you go through the rest of my list, Hans Zimmer is probably my number 1. But okay, so what about your number 4?
So my number 4 is actually Avengers by Alan Silvestri. The first Avengers specifically.
Yeah, you got the first big Avengers music in there. Yeah,
because like in when the fight scene's happening, like the big battle at the end, when the most iconic scene like in movie history, one of the most iconic, when they're all in a circle, and they just all like. The camera starts panning around them, going in a circle with all like the 5 or whatever 6 heroes it is.
Yeah,
I can't remember, but
the music that hits there, and they use that same piece of music in every other Avengers movie.
It's like that one was just that scene specifically is just like always in my head.
Like if you hear that music, like Avengers. Like anybody, any casual person today hears that. Oh, it's the Avengers theme.
It's so good. Yeah, I love it.
It's just iconic. All right, my number 3. Is the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
by Howard Shore. And that music is, with the Hobbit theme, it's very calm, peaceful, but yet so epic, and you can feel
it's so cool.
You can feel the adventure in it too, especially in the first one when they're traveling through to try to get to the evil place. I forget the name of the evil place.
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I know you don't, because you haven't seen the
movies. I just got into it, and I'm starting to like it.
Oh, man. Mordor. That's what it's called.
No idea.
Yeah, when they're traveling there, the music that plays there is just so like epic and adventurous. Like you can feel the adventure.
Yeah.
And then each one of the preceding movies just increases the music tenfold. So yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go. So my number 3 is Pirates of the Caribbean by Hans Zimmer.
Yeah. See,
I love that.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean was on my list until I'm like, okay, what would I listen to more? Gladiator or Pirates of the Caribbean? I would listen to Gladiator more.
But I could just listen to the main theme of Pirates.
Oh yeah,
for,
it's so good.
Long. I could listen on repeat.
Good.
I can listen on repeat forever.
That's another one where you can be like, somebody plays it, yeah. Like, that's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Every time I hear it, all I can see in my head is just Jack Sparrow running running away from somebody.
The funny run, like
like this,
or whatever it is. Yeah, that's funny.
He just puts one hand in front, one hand in the back. It's so stupid, but I love it.
But it's so funny. Yeah. Did you see? I don't know if this is true or not, but Johnny Depp signed a $301 million deal to go back to Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't think he signed it yet, but I saw like a little TikTok joke of like him like on the phone with like Mickey Mouse or something, like a little TikTok, and saying that they would offer him 300, and he's like,
I saw the same video.
I don't think that's good for me. It's like, all right, 301 million and 1 million alpacas.
Where's the rum?
Where's the rum?
Where's the rum?
But yeah, that's my top 3. My third one's my favorite.
All right, my number 2 is probably my favorite. Yeah, you saw it. Is probably my favorite piece of music. Not my like all-time greatest movie score, but that's why it's my number 2. Is Man of Steel.
I should have thought about this so much more.
I know. I put a lot of thought into this list. But Man of Steel, again, Hans Zimmer. It's just amazing. Like that, like the first flight music, it starts off all calm and peaceful, kind of sad. Him talking to his dad, his real dad. And then it builds and builds, and then he starts flying, and the music just skyrockets.
I don't remember.
It's amazing.
I don't remember watching that. I don't remember watching that movie in theaters much, and I like.
Yeah, we saw that in theaters.
I know. I just don't remember.
We were young. I was 12. Yeah. It was 2012 when that came out. I was 12. You were 10.
I was 10. Wow. Yeah, that's why I don't remember. But
man, that was a dark movie for a 10 and 12-year-old.
It wasn't that dark. It wasn't super.
They
dark.
destroyed an entire city. It looks like 9/11.
Well, you know what I mean. It's not like what it is like now we see. Like with all these DC movies. Especially the Zack Snyder one that we've seen.
I mean, Man of Steel is Zack Snyder, but that music in there, I listen to that at the gym. Like, it's amazing.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And, okay. My number 2 is Rocky by Bill Conti, and I don't have to really say much. Like, it's they use the same theme in every movie, and it just never gets old.
Oh, no, it never does. Like, Gonna Fly Now is just one of the most iconic pieces of music
every single
ever.
Training scene, every single, like, running up the steps or running up the mountain in Rocky 4, like, I want to, like, just go work out after I see those movies every time, and hearing that music, it's just one of the best to me.
Yeah. And then, just like our first list with the top NBA Finals of all time, I think we have the same number 1.
But, I mean...
but like
every single person is gonna have this as their number 1.
Yeah, how can you not?
Like easily.
So, Star Wars.
John Williams,
Star Wars. Retiring, episode 1 through 6.
Who's retiring soon, by the way?
Yeah, he retired. He said he was retiring.
Indiana Jones.
Kind of sad.
Maybe he said maybe Indiana Jones is the last one.
Yeah, John Williams is the greatest composer of all time. From Jurassic Park, E.T., Indiana Jones, and then Star Wars.
Yep.
Like Duel of the Fates, the epic battle music in episode 3. Imperial March, the theme.
My favorite.
Every piece of music in there is better than almost any other movie.
What's your favorite one specifically though? Of John Williams. Star Wars specifically.
Oh, probably Duel of the Fates.
Mine's either Duel of the Fates or the one with when Anakin and Obi-Wan are fighting. I can't remember.
Yeah, from episode 3. I don't know what the name of that one is, but Duel of the Fates I love.
I think it's like
with the opera coming in.
It's like Anakin portrayal or something like that. I don't know.
Anakin betrayal, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the names of the music.
I saw like
pieces
pop
all
up
that
on like
well.
Apple, and it said like Anakin portrayal, and it was like playing the song, but it's not what it's called. I don't.
See, I should know the names of the music pieces better.
But Duel of the Fates is my favorite.
Oh yeah, Duel of the Fates is just amazing. But like every single piece of music in the movie, like you can't have Star Wars without music.
No, yeah,
you can't. You just can't.
Mm-hmm.
If you take away the music and put something mediocre, Star Wars becomes kind of average.
Yeah.
So, but like again, solidifies why John Williams is the greatest composer of all time.
He is.
And it's sad to see that he is retiring, but I'm glad to see he got to come back to do the theme for Obi-Wan. He didn't do the entire show, but he did the theme. So I'm glad he got to go back to Star Wars one more time.
John Williams did that opening scene for Obi-Wan? Like
he just did the music for the theme. Like the theme music of the show.
Like the opening of the...
Yeah, like
when it shows the title?
Yeah. I think that's the piece of music.
No, it's like what's funny to me, like when I...
Which I think is his worst Star Wars music.
I actually do have to show you this later. I wanted to tell you about it, but they copied the theme from the Spider-Man game. The like PlayStation Spider-Man, they copied it like perfect. Like it sounds the exact same. The beginning of it.
In what?
The Spider-Man video game from the PlayStation.
Yeah, what did it copy?
The Obi-Wan theme intro.
Oh, really?
It sound. I gotta show you. I wish I could show you right now, but I probably can't. But it just sounds. It sounds literally the same. I saw another TikTok.
So weird.
I literally saw another people like on TikTok say it. It sounds the exact same. It's so weird.
That's so weird.
I gotta show you. It's like the funniest thing ever. It's such a coincidence, but
interesting. Well, speaking of Obi-Wan, the finale came out. What was it? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Finale was great. I thought it was great.
I loved it.
But I felt like the emotional hits weren't as good.
Oh, they were so good.
I mean, I feel like it would have been a lot better if the other 5 episodes were better.
No,
overall, I think the show was okay.
To me, like 1 through 3, it was getting there to me, because when like saving Leia and all that, and then Vader shows up without any heads up whatsoever. He's freaking out. He's like, oh shit, I gotta go. I don't know what to do. She's got to get out of here. I gotta stop him. And then 4 just randomly just was the worst episode I've ever seen, and it just kind of fell down with the emotional feel of Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yeah, when episode 4 hit,
and then 5 comes up, one of the best. That was one of the best ones after 3. I think 6 is the best one overall.
No, 6 is 100% the best one
because we got the flashback finally.
I did not see the appeal to the Reva character. Why would she kills all these people, but there was no emotional build up.
Not
to that her turning good again.
In 5 she gets stabbed and they just leave her alive.
And again, Vader leaves Obi-Wan after he throws all those rocks at him, and then Obi-Wan leaves Anakin or Darth Vader when he's down. I'm what's with this show and letting people just walking away when people are down?
Well, he just couldn't.
I don't understand. I understand. Oh, if it only happened with Obi-Wan, then I would have get it. Then I would have understood that. But it just kept happening. But great again. Ewan McGregor was great to see, and finally they got to put Liam Neeson at the very end of the show.
Oh, it was so obvious that they were.
It was so obvious it was going to happen. It's he's walking away. Oh wait, there's Liam Neeson.
But
I feel like it would have been better if he showed up during the fight.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it would have.
I think I honestly wish it was honestly on it was on Tatooine, but I think it was a little earlier. Maybe on that ship, when he was calling out for him, he's like, I must defeat him, someone must die or whatever he said, and he should have showed up, but the other guy had to show up for no reason. But the final fight,
the fight was amazing.
But it reminded me of this one show I really love. I mean, we both love it, Avatar: Last Airbender.
Yeah, it was the same setting.
It was the same with the rocks all built up like that, and they're all just they're not angels throwing rocks.
Now here's a controversial question, just because of how big Star Wars fans we are. What's better, that last fight in Avatar or that last fight in Obi-Wan?
Avatar.
Yeah, 100%.
It's easily
100%.
that shit's emotional.
I know. I mean, I would have said Darth Vader Obi-Wan if the emotional beats hit better.
But
when Obi-Wan cuts off the mask and Anakin's talking, that hit hard.
No, that
was probably my favorite scene in the whole show.
And another thing, I just love the callbacks of from the other Star Wars shows and movies, especially Rebels. When Ahsoka does the same thing to Vader. It's almost the exact same thing. And when before the fight starts, when Obi-Wan does his stance with his 2 fingers and all that, he says I'll do what I must in the 3rd movie. But then Darth Vader says the same thing, what he did in Rebels to Ahsoka at the end, where he said, "Then you will die," instead of "you will try."
Yeah,
he said, "Then you will die," like he did to Ahsoka.
No, see what I love is like the connections between all of it. Mm-hmm. It's like poetry. They rhyme.
That's why
quoting George Lucas, but Obi-Wan slices off part of the mask. Ahsoka slices off the other half. They couldn't save him, Darth Vader. That's why it shows half the mask. But then you had Luke can take off the whole mask. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's just amazing.
And here, shoot, there was something I wanted to say. Here, you keep talking about something.
But like I was saying, just overall the show was pretty average in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I got it.
It tried its best to get back in the last episode, but again, with all these Disney shows, they try to rush everything so fast.
They have to stop doing
these like short 20-30 minute episodes. 6 episodes. You can't get a show in 6 episodes. If you're gonna do that, make a fucking movie.
You know what makes me even more mad?
What?
I'm actually gonna, before I get to that, I want to say what I was thinking of earlier. Like what I loved about that when he got his helmet cut off. How it was always cutting back from Anakin's voice and like James Earl Jones' voice and all that, or like Darth Vader's voice and Anakin's voice. Mm-hmm. It was like, "I'm not your failure" in Anakin's voice, and then he says Obi-Wan in Vader's voice. I just love that he's going like back and forth.
No, that was great editing.
And the lighting of the lightsabers, like showing like it's Anakin, but then when it goes red, it's back to Vader and Anakin's gone. I love that.
I also think the lightsabers still look cheap. I thought the whole show looked cheap.
Like ever since Mandalorian, the lightsabers have been looking like shit.
Yeah, the whole thing looks cheap.
No, because they're just like, if you look at like the third movie. Or just the whole, like, even even
episode 6.
Even these movies.
Episode 4. When you first see the lightsaber, it looks a lot
obviously
better.
It still looked weird, like, when he was swinging it like this, but it looked amazing. Like, the lighting was so much better. Mm-hmm. Like, around it. It actually looked like...
It looked like a saber. This just looks like a flashlight.
But it's because, like it looks good when they're standing still with the lightsabers, but when they're swinging, you can just obviously tell it's just a stick.
I just don't think Disney understands lightsabers. Like,
no,
you have in episode 4 where it takes 4 hits from Obi-Wan's lightsaber to kill a stormtrooper, and then every time you get stabbed by a lightsaber, you don't die. I just don't think Disney understands how to use lightsabers.
I just hate, like, with the episode 4, like, when he saves Leia. Like when he does that, like slices 4 or 5 times on a stormtrooper. In episode 5,
he like swings it like a bat.
But like in episode 5, he does the same thing, but the one stormtrooper, he just does it one time.
Yeah,
like, why doesn't he just do that every time?
I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me.
But when I was gonna say something that I didn't really like. What was it about Obi-Wan? Dude, I'm going to blank on here. I'm gonna roll on this one. Now I forgot this. Crap.
I just, like, the whole time I was watching episode 6, I just felt like, oh, please don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. I wasn't enjoying it. I was just like, oh, they're going to mess it up. Oh, they're going to mess it up. They didn't really at the very end. Again, I don't understand why Reva's still alive. Mm-mm. No reason for her to be alive.
No. Oh my god, this makes me mad.
It just frustrates me, the show. Like, just because I was so excited for it. I don't think it was horrible. No, it wasn't bad.
I give it a 9 out of 10 personally.
No, I won't give it that.
9 out of 10.
I'll give it a 7.
It'd be 10. Flat. It would be 10 out of 10 for me if 4 was better.
I don't like rating things, but if I had,
I don't either.
I'll give it a 7. Like, I would watch it. I don't love it.
I just love Ewan McGregor's performance so much.
Yeah, it's only because of Ewan McGregor really that I just have so many things I don't like about the show that.
No, I get. I have a lot of dislikes. Like I have a lot of dislikes about the show, but I'm just such a huge fan of like.
I just have a bias where I think Star Wars should be perfect, and.
But with me,
I know I should come in with lower standards with stuff, but like it's Star Wars.
Exactly, but
like Mandalorian, I had extremely high expectations, and it still exceeded my expectations.
They exceeded them. That's like 15 out of 10.
But you can tell. By the people who are making these shows and movies.
They have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, but when you see Rebels, Clone Wars, Mandalorian...
Yeah, but that's all Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau. And Deborah Chow was part of that too, some of it.
Yeah, but she only directed 2 episodes.
Still, and they were one of the best episodes.
But I feel bad for Deborah Chow because I feel like she got kind of like shafted.
It's not her fault.
Because they kind of like forced her on this TV budget and to use this, the stage, volume stage, which is a very cool piece of technology.
They just did not do well.
It just they don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
Mandalorian, they like knew how to use it, and they've had a good balance between real sets and the volume stage. Mm-hmm. Granted, Mandalorian, most of the show is made on that volume stage, but you couldn't tell it. You couldn't tell that much.
Yeah.
On Obi-Wan, you could tell almost every single scene was filmed on that volume stage.
Yeah, but...
So, I feel like what they need to do going forward is try to learn how to utilize it better so it doesn't look cheap. Mm-hmm. So...
I finally remember what I was going to say, and it was, Damn!
God, quit forgetting stuff.
I forgot!
You are just having some major...
Repeat what you said again. Repeat what you said again
about the volume stages?
Yeah.
Kind of the volume stage, they need to learn how to use them correctly. Mm-hmm. Is that what you want?
No. Damn.
Boy, you stupid.
I just had it in my head and I just lost it again. I'm so mad.
Brain fart.
I just had 5 of them. I need to get back to that. But I really loved the finale.
Sorry, I just got... The Reds are getting their asses kicked right
Reds
now.
are terrible.
Yeah, the Reds are my favorite baseball team. MLB team. They just suck.
They're never good. Suck. They are never good.
Sorry to change topics so fast, but like I can't. I don't really want to talk about Obi-Wan anymore because it just makes me mad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so we had the NBA draft recently. Mm-hmm. So many other big things in sports, especially the last few days. Like we were gonna sit down here and just talk about the NBA draft.
Yeah,
but like. Really, the top 5 picks are very expected. Mm-hmm. But like the last few days, the trades have all been coming down.
I've been loving these trades lately.
All these players signing max contracts, like
Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal signed one too.
Bradley Beal, yeah, I saw Woj, $251 million 5-year at the Wizards.
Ooh, Jokic is 264.
Yeah.
264.
We got also Patty Mills.
Garland signed 193.
Yeah,
and his contract could be worth up to 231. Zach LaVine signed 215. Zion got a 231 max deal.
5 year. He's just
Zion's gonna be a bust. Mm-hmm. I am calling it right now. Dude's fat. He's been eating too much gumbo.
You haven't seen him now. Like, he looks amazing.
I'm sure he does now. But, like, that dude, his body frame does not fit that athleticism.
He's going to be really good. He's going to be so good.
He's going to get hurt again this season.
No, I'm
calling it right now.
He's not.
First 2 weeks of the season, he's getting hurt.
He's not.
$231 million.
He won't.
That's an insane amount of money for a guy that hasn't played more than 15 games.
Yeah, but look at their team. Who else do they have besides Brandon Ingram?
I know.
And Brandon Ingram, he's kind of overrated to me.
Oh, no, I think Brandon Ingram's good.
I mean, no, I think he's good.
I think he's good.
I just think he could be better than he is.
Yeah.
He could. He has more.
Jaw signed a huge one, too.
Oh, my God.
Cat signed a huge one.
Devin Booker, $224 million. Yeah. Same thing as Cat with 4-year.
I think the best player, other than Jokic...
This for Devin Booker, it brings his total contract value to 6-year, $295 million.
Oh my god!
Jokic signed the biggest one too.
The money on these contracts is ridiculous.
And Jokic signed like the super max deal, $270 million 5-year, brings the contract to $303 million.
Now, other than Jokic, the best player to get a max deal as of right now is Ja. And his is probably the cheapest, $193.
God, that's so
and he's
stupid.
Probably the second best player out of all those. Mm-hmm. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And then the Jazz, man.
Rudy Gobert.
Finally, I think Gobert is the most overrated player in the NBA.
No,
they got a good deal, getting a first-round draft pick.
Yeah, when they were...
But what is Minnesota thinking with Cat and Gobert? It's not gonna work. Massive team that can't shoot.
No, Cat can shoot like crazy. He's such a good shooter.
Oh,
he won the 3-point contest this year.
Oh, he did? Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah, he's a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
It's pretty decent. But, like, I think it would work. I mean, I don't like it, but I think it would work pretty well. Like, because Cat kind of plays more like a forward a little bit because he's kind of got a little bit of handle. And Rudy Gobert with his defense in the paint, like, I think he is kind of overrated too, but...
Oh, I think he's the most overrated player in the
But I was, like, when they were talking...
He's just big.
Yeah, but when they were talking about the whole Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell trade... it was so obvious they were going to trade Rudy Gobert. Like,
Oh,
you are
100%.
you are not getting rid of young Donovan Mitchell. Like, that's just stupid.
No, that's not happening. No.
He's so good. I love Donovan Mitchell. I remember when he was at our high
Oh,
school.
I love Spidey, man.
Yeah.
Donnie. My nickname for him is Donnie.
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 Donnie. I love it.
Oh, and then now probably my favorite news out of all of the, or probably yours as well, is Celtics getting Brogdon.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
We were talking about earlier that the Celtics need a real point guard.
Yeah, Marcus
Brogdon is a real point guard, so I'm very happy to see that.
Yeah, I love that they didn't like try and go crazy like Brad Stevens didn't go crazy with these trades. Like they still have their championship team. This is gonna be the lineup with Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford. That is so good.
That's so good.
And with their bench, they still got the same Peyton Pritchard, whatever the hell it is. But I like that.
And then
Derek White. I love Derek White.
Yeah, and then what they need to do is figure out more of a bench system.
No, Derek White's a great.
No, Derek White's fantastic, but he's not a 6-man or a 7-man.
He's their 6-man, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think he's that good to be a true 6-man.
Nah.
You know what? I think they might shove Marcus Smart to the bench a lot of games.
If he's hurt, he's been hurt.
Well, it depends on who they play because that's a small lineup. If you go Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Brown, Tatum, and Horford, that's a small lineup.
Not necessarily.
This is a pretty small lineup.
Nowadays, yeah, I guess, but
that's a small lineup.
How tall is Marcus Smart? Like 6'3", 6'2", 6'4"?
He's 6. I'm gonna guess 6'3". 6'4". I'll give him the. He's 6'3". I'm gonna go 6'3".
6'3", yeah.
6'3". Yeah, and then I think Brogdon's.
He's got to be like 6'2".
He might be 6'4". I think he's a little taller.
Dang, he's 6'5"?
Yeah. He was taller than I thought.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew he was on the taller side, but he's a true point guard.
Yeah. I love him.
My thing is, I don't know.
Pacers are so stupid.
No, they're in a rebuilding phase right now.
Celtics gave them Daniel Tice, and they got Celtics.
Well, they got a first round. Who
cares?
I know.
Win a championship next year for Boston.
But they've been trying to get rid of Brogdon because his contract is huge. Mm-hmm. He's got a big contract, and the Pacers wanted to get rid of that cap space.
Oh, hasn't he been hurt though lately?
Brogdon?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
I don't think he played it all this year.
No, he played at the end of the season, I believe.
I think he was hurt a lot though this year.
Yeah, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, but that's a lot of injuries though for Boston with Robert Williams always hurt, Marcus Smart always hurt.
Well, Marcus Smart doesn't get like really hurt. He gets like
seeing those two.
Not saying any of that's not serious.
No, I know, but seeing those two in the playoffs, like how they were always like coming off the bench, going on, starting, coming off the bench, going on, starting, like that's why it made me mad every time seeing them always hurt all the time. Mm-hmm. But no, these trades, all these contracts have been insane, especially with Kevin Durant. Specifically, Kevin Durant wanting to go leave Brooklyn, maybe go to Phoenix Suns or Miami Heat. It's two best options apparently.
Yeah.
And with Kyrie, Kyrie wants to go to LA, I think, the Lakers. Mm-hmm. Like the Lakers are actually trying to pursue him for some weird reason.
KD?
No, Kyrie.
Oh.
And Kyrie actually wants to I think he wants to go to LA with
he probably
LeBron.
Does.
But after all that talk about Kyrie saying, I want to be my own player.
Yeah, I don't want crying back to LeBron.
I don't want to be under LeBron's shadow anymore. When was he ever under LeBron's shadow? He carried LeBron in 2016.
He saved LeBron's career again.
I mean, LeBron in 2016 when they were down 3-1, he was averaging 40 those 3 games, but so was Kyrie. Mm-hmm. They were both like, I mean, that was one of the best duos. I can't believe that they both left Cleveland. Still makes me mad.
And then his shot in, I forget which game it was.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
It was game 7.
Was that game 7?
I think it was game 7.
Yeah, and he hit that shot that saved LeBron's career.
Well, and now LeBron saved Dirk.
I know, he was a monster He was a monster that series. I'm just fucking...
Yeah, don't... I know you hate LeBron.
I know. So this is a random question. Do you watch UFC at all?
I love UFC.
I
haven't watched much of it yet. Though.
UFC and NHL have become 2 of my new favorite sports to watch.
NHL?
Yeah, NHL. Speaking of which,
I've only been to one NHL game in person. I went like with a buddy.
You went to an NHL game?
I went to there's like a friend that like he was like in one like across the neighborhood like a few years ago, like actually many years ago. I was like in elementary school. What team was it? I think it was like a local team, like
like minors.
Yeah, like a minor game or something. But it was still
not the Avalanche.
No, that's NHL. But I don't remember.
You mean the Indiana team.
I think
they're like the Miners.
But like any
the Miners.
But like any hockey game is like really fun. It was packed that game.
Oh yeah,
when I went to go see
hockey is so much. The fans are probably some of the best fans.
No, it's awesome.
In any pro sports, they're so much fun.
It's fun.
But like I stopped paying attention to the Stanley Cup playoffs after the Bruins lost because the Bruins are my favorite team.
Mm-hmm. I like them too.
But like when they lost, I was kind of like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done. I had to pay attention to the NBA Finals and all the kinds of other stuff. And but like the Avalanche won. I think it's their first Stanley Cup since 2001.
No clue.
I think it's 2001. Yeah, 2001.
So I was born.
So that was cool to see. But UFC 276 tonight. Adesanya is my favorite fighter in the UFC. Mm-hmm. That his nickname is the Last Stylebender, kind of playing off the Last Airbender.
Is that the guy who like likes all that anime stuff?
Yeah,
I love him. He's my
he
favorite.
is so cool. I love him, and he can fight.
Like he does all like this stuff before, and like it's so funny. He's so cool.
He's cool. No, but he's in the middleweight title card for against Jared Cannonier. I don't know how to pronounce that name. But that'd be a really good fight. The featherweight tonight's also a really good one with Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski. I can't speak these words, man. Yeah, clearly I know how to speak words. Yeah, but UFC.
That was the worst sentence ever.
Shut up. Yeah,
I know how to speak words.
I know how to speak words. Yeah, but I'm very excited to watch 276 tonight. That's gonna be really good.
Is it like? Are we able to watch it? Or is it like pay per view and stuff like that?
The main fights are pay per view, but I'm going out to the bars tonight, and they always have the fights on. So
okay,
but like we can watch the prelims for free. Prelims are fun.
No, yeah, those are actually
and also my favorite women's sport to watch is UFC.
No, it's awesome. They're insane.
70% of the time, they are more fun to watch than the men's.
No, yeah, they're crazy.
It's incredible.
Those are athletes.
They're true athletes, and they would beat my.
They work
ass.
so hard.
Oh, they would destroy me. Like they are amazing to watch.
If I ever see one, I'm making them my best friend before.
Oh, 100%. I'll hire them as my bodyguard. Holy cow! I'd be terrified.
No, I'd freak out.
I need to show you some clips. There's Amanda Nunes is a great fighter. What's my favorite one? Oh man, you can keep talking.
Yeah,
I forget her name. She's my favorite one. She's got like the deadliest kick I've ever seen.
For like whenever you bring that back up, like maybe we can like discuss a little bit about Arch Manning going to Texas. Maybe a little bit.
Arch Manning.
Arch Manning.
Oh no! What's her name? This doesn't bother me. This is gonna really. Holly Holmes is great. I forgot about Holly Holmes. But Arch Manning.
Talk.
I think he's probably. I mean, Texas is known for having bust QBs. Colt. I mean, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because it's a Manning.
Yeah, but that's why to me, like, it's just
Colt McCoy, probably the biggest bust of all time in the NFL. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with him. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna pan out real well. But
yeah, I don't either.
I don't know much about Arch Manning though. I
don't either. I just know he's a Manning.
I love Peyton Manning and all that. Peyton Manning's one of the funniest dudes I've ever seen. Like, he is hilarious.
Amanda Nunes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Amanda Nunes, she is freaking scary.
They're all scary.
They really scary. Are. Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. We got a lot of stuff in sports right now.
No, I can't wait till these trades finalize for the NBA. That's what I'm most excited for.
I'm interested to see how the rest of the offseason pans out.
I think Boston's done with theirs. Maybe a few more trades.
They might they'll probably try to sneak a few more draft picks if they.
Kevin Durant.
No, I would be so mad.
I'd be.
Speaking of Kevin Durant, Of course, he's requested another trade with the Nets.
I said that earlier with the Phoenix and Miami Heat.
Of course, he's going to pick the 2 top teams.
He's going to go to Phoenix.
Oh, I really hope not. I love Phoenix. I don't want to hate Phoenix.
So this is my thing. I'm going to hate if he does, but I'm going to love it at the same time because I do want Chris Paul to win a championship.
But
not with Kevin Durant.
Not with Kevin Durant.
But not with Kevin
Chris
Durant.
Paul is like, just like the Oscars give away an honorary Oscar every year to like somebody who hasn't won an Oscar. Chris Paul deserves an honorary NBA title.
Yeah.
Like, no player in the NBA has deserved a title more than Chris Paul.
But think about that though: Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. Like that's just stupid.
And then they're young. Like their bench is young.
Chris Paul ain't young.
Oh,
he's like 37
no, not Chris Paul.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
You have a vet in Chris Paul, and the rest of their team is young and extremely.
His time
talented.
is running out.
Yeah.
His last chance was against the Bucks.
Yeah, but I think you got to watch out for Memphis though. Memphis is gonna be scary.
They
haven't really done anything right now in the offseason, but Ja is gonna be probably one of the top 5 players in the league.
I still don't expect them to go far.
If he's not already.
I still don't expect them to go far in the playoffs again.
I wouldn't be surprised, man.
I'd be very surprised if they did.
All right. Well,
Ja Morant's one of my favorite players in the league right now, but I don't think he's championship material for right now. Maybe just like 2 more years I'll give it to him, but not right now. I don't think. He needs a better team.
Well, I can't wait to prove you wrong. Yeah. I said Donnie was going to be a great player. Donnie was a great player.
I know, but whenever time I see him not play, the Memphis Grizzlies are just 10 times better without him.
That was 2 games in the playoffs.
That was like their whole season. They went like 12-0 without him, or almost 20 like in one.
Is that true?
I'm serious. Like there's like an actual like there's so many. Like,
I haven't seen that.
I need to show you after. There's a lot of stats.
Yeah,
about
I haven't seen that stat.
Like whenever he's not playing, they like win. But like, I'm not saying they don't win when he's playing on the floor. Like they're amazing when he's on the floor. Mm-hmm. Like when he was out for like a couple weeks, like they were like almost undefeated for like 20 games almost. I don't think it was that much, but still.
And then an up and coming team, I think people need to watch out for. They're not going to win anything anytime soon. I don't even know if they'll make the playoffs. I think they will in the East, but it probably won't happen. Is the Detroit Pistons.
Oh.
Getting Jaden Ivey, who I think... I mean, I'm a Purdue graduate, so I got a little bias there. I think Jaden Ivey is perfect for the NBA. His athleticism, his speed, and his shot is only getting better. Mm-hmm. Like, from his... from last year to this year, his shooting percentage went up like 20%.
It's pretty good though.
So he's only going to get better, and then once he gets in that NBA gym, it's going to be even better. And then him and Cade Cunningham, that's going to be a great backcourt.
They got another like good rookie that's coming in.
And they also have a young talent. They're just young talents.
They're really young.
Yeah, they need vets.
They do.
I think that'd be a good team for KD to go to. It's not going to happen because KD only wants
KD should just go
to be on a super team.
KD should just go to the Knicks.
Big cupcake.
He's such a
big cupcake.
They should bring that back again.
And then poor Nets. They
don't care. Nets are idiots. The Brooklyn Nets, whoever the hell is making these trades and all these decisions, they're idiots. Actually, no.
I feel bad for Nets fans. I feel bad for the fans. I don't feel bad for the organization. I feel bad for the fans.
They encourage that shit.
No, they did not encourage
I'm kidding.
The Nets organization to trade away all their draft picks a decade ago to the Celtics. And then when they finally get back to the top, you get all this young talent, KD, Kyrie, James Harden.
Yeah, they get James Harden doesn't play defense. Kyrie, who doesn't want to play because he's too spiritual and has these emotions.
Oh, whatever.
And KD just wants to win.
Like you can be.
KD's the only one that cared.
I have no problem with you wanting to be spiritual, extremely religious.
No,
that's good for you. No. I'm happy that you are like that. But don't try to like turn it into your career, man.
No,
Don't like
people will take it the wrong way.
Don't let that affect your career.
Like a lot of people would take that the wrong way, honestly, because they could take that way too seriously. Yeah, because nowadays people are just taking everything way too seriously.
No, yeah. And that goes into politics too. But that's not our show. We do not talk about
basketball.
We are not talking about politics.
Sports.
Sports.
That's all we need.
Sports, movies, beer.
Man, I still go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't